Welcome back to the channel, you guys. We just passed 5,000 subscribers. I want to take a minute to thank you guys so much for helping me achieve that goal. All the shares, the comments, the likes, the subscribes, all those interactions that you guys have with this channel goes a long way to getting me to that point. And I can't wait to see how much further we can take this channel. So I appreciate you guys for being on this journey with me. And if you want to see more, make sure you guys do subscribe and like this video. It goes a long, long way, like I said. So getting right into it, like I said, 5,000 subs. So in this episode, I figured I would divulge a little bit of my personal life and kind of show you guys the setup I have with the whole channel and how everything kind of works and why I've been so busy summer. So I'll kind of give you a little bit of insight to my personal life a little bit, as well as sort of the future and the direction of this page going forward. So for those that you don't know, this is our 2018 F-150 5-liter, and this is our Ford Focus 2016 ST right here. So we have various videos with doing mods on this car as well as this truck. For those of you that are new to the channel, we also have a Rust to Raptor series. And what that is we started off with a $1,000 truck and we did minimal, we just cleaned it. We basically just detailed the truck and then we sold it for $1,500, a nice little profit of $500. And we're gonna take that $1,500 and we're gonna roll it into another truck and then sell that truck and another truck and vice versa. And basically doing very, very minimal mods. You know, the only mods that we might put on the truck is maybe stuff that sponsors send us and all that good stuff. But the goal is to see how many times we can flip a truck and basically work our way from a $1,000 Rust bucket to a Ford Raptor. Now, it doesn't have to be a brand new Raptor, just a Raptor in general. So we're gonna see if we can get to that point. So if you guys are into that, we've already have 3 videos uploaded, basically showing, I picked up the truck, I detailed the truck, and I sold the truck in those 3 videos, and that trend will continue for every vehicle we pick up. I hope I can also use this opportunity to learn how to do things on certain trucks. You know, we'll change the spark plugs, oil, like obviously I can do all the general maintenance, but even further than that, you know, maybe do a suspension kit on an 04 F-150 or anything like that. Like I said, minimal mods, but if we find that we can do a mod that will increase its value, maybe a leveling kit, some rims and tires, we might just do that. So stay tuned for that, you guys. There is more coming, and the reason why I haven't been putting out as much content on that as I would like to is because I do have a 1-year-old son that is keeping me very, very busy. And you know, who knew, all you fathers, parents out there that watch this, and mothers too, you obviously understand how busy that keeps you. So I underestimate that a little bit on, you know, how busy the family life gets once you include a little kid into it. So that's kept me a little bit busy, as well as this right here. So me and the wife decided to pull the trigger and, you know, build ourselves a little paradise in the backyard here. We built quite the deck as well as an above ground pool. And this has been the project that has kept me busy for the last month and a half, and it's basically done. So, you know, I can go back to filming like I am right now, and this project here has just consumed a whole ton of my time, and now I can just enjoy it. It's a saltwater pool, so very, very maintenance free. Just, you know, cleaning here and there and all that good stuff. So now we can get back to the crucial content, and I'll give you guys a little bit of insight. This is the yard I am situated on. I got 2 acres. Just outside of the town of Tonneau, which is south of Winnipeg, Canada, and just you know, you get high if you can see the U.S. border. So I'm just on the cusp of, you know, the Canadian-U.S. border, which is very nice because I often dip into the States to do parcel runs and all that good stuff. So I have 2 acres, and the future plan is to build a shop somewhere in here without having to take down these trees, obviously. And I don't know where yet, but to build a nice shop here to further help with shooting content and all that good stuff. So if we go a little bit more this way, I have a big empty acre on the corner of my yard here that's surrounded by mile roads. And the goal eventually, right now I'm letting my father-in-law use this property to store some of his dirt pile, topsoil, limestone piles, all that kind of good stuff. Basically for all his landscaping projects, it's basically his job. So I do allow him to use this right now as more of a dumping ground, as I have no use for it. But eventually I would like to turn this whole area into a bit of a proving ground and just an area where we can really rip around trucks and just kind of have a good time, make really good content. So I do have the space to have a lot of fun and to shoot some really cool content. It's just a matter of getting to that point. So eventually I will ask him if he can maybe start cleaning this all up, and then we can turn this into, you know, a bit of a fun zone for future content and all that good stuff. And getting back into the yard here, this is sort of the setup at the moment for the house, the garage, and all the other extra activities that we do. So this property in the back here, beyond the brown fence there, belongs to a family member, and I may be interested one day in purchasing all that. That's another 2 acres, and then really having, you know, lots of space to essentially do whatever I would like to. And then stepping inside here, and we'll kind of go downstairs. Some of the kids' toys. Nothing really much to see there, just couch and TV. But this is basically my, where a lot of my sort of editing and all that kind of stuff happens, gaming and all that good stuff. If you guys are on my website, this is my Decal printer. So I do all the Decal printing myself. So if you guys have any issues, if you ever buy a Decal and there's any issues, it's very easy for me to fix that issue. And it's very easy to make custom decals for you guys if that's what you want as well. So this is where all the kind of, I stay very busy in this room, and I'm very fortunate to have it because it's nice and secluded from the rest of the house. It's right in the corner, kind of above the kitchen. Can't really hear what's going on in here. So this is where I shoot a lot of my other content. And speaking of which, we are going to be getting back into the Rate My 50, which is basically you guys send in your truck, I give it a rating. It's just all fun and games, nothing too serious, but we are going to get back into that soon. This is where it all kind of happens. So that goes to the main floor. We don't need to troll around there, but this door right in the back here is a little dark. Takes us right back into the basement. I should say the garage. Which is good. It's good to have this, but it takes up a little bit of the garage space, which is unfortunate. There is a lot of space to work, but as soon as the kids' things like this start coming into play, it definitely limits the amount of room we do have to shoot and to work. The Focus is obviously an easy vehicle to work on, just because it's smaller. The truck though, however, I basically have to back the truck right to the garage door, and it gives us about 3 to 4 feet to work, enough to do most of your stuff. But I want a bigger shop where I can do, you know, a full walk around the truck without running into any issues. So this is basically the tool setup, nothing too crazy. I got, you know, my welders here, my cheap welders. They do the job. I don't do a lot of welding, but if we ever need to in a pinch, we can. And then obviously all my tools that are hanging on the wall, pellet guns. I had a guy comment on one of my pages saying it's irresponsible for me to keep guns like that. Guys, these are just pellet guns. That's all it is. These are from my childhood, and just have them kind of there on display more than anything. They don't get used a whole lot these days. So just pellet guns, nothing to be concerned about, you guys. I actually don't own any guns. Not that I'm against it, I just don't have any. So this is kind of all of my detailing stuff. Nothing specific. I don't have a brand sponsor. I just kind of, whatever I see on sale, I buy, keep it there. And then this is kind of miscellaneous stuff. Booster pack, trickle charger, breaker bars, bunch of screws and all that stuff. Corded tools, paints, brake cleaner, all that kind of stuff down there. And then my cordless tools up here, as well as a tool chest full of stuff. Nothing too crazy here. Drill bits in here, Allen keys and wrenches in there, and then drill bit adapters in there. This is the famous junk drawer. I'm sure everyone's got one of these. This is just miscellaneous crap that I haven't found a home for yet, and just don't have the time to organize it. These are all my sort of hand tools for the most part. Needle nose pliers, side cutters, channel locks, vice grips, all that kind of stuff. This is my socket drawer, and what a mess it is. This is all my miscellaneous sockets, so no shortage on those. This is just a drawer full of sockets. I don't really go in there very much because I do have my own separate case. All my screwdrivers, not very organized, but they are all there. This is just miscellaneous tools, hacksaw, hammer, multimeter, bigger drill bits, rope, tire puncher kit, all that kind of stuff. And at the bottom, this is sort of my miscellaneous car parts that I've accumulated that I don't really want to throw out. I got my old Toyota Aristo ECU here, an ABS control system, rear blocks from another F-150, lug nuts, various lug nuts here and here, and just various hoses, squeegees, a blow-off valve from my previous car, a gauge cluster from my previous car. Nothing too crazy there. And then on the main tool bench, this is where my actual socket set is. I got one of these Stanley kits. I really like it. It's a very functional kit actually. You know, you got all your sockets here, nicely laid out, easy to find, and it works very well. And then if I lose a socket there, I replenish it from the junk drawer down there. So I got all my wrenches on the wall that I kind of need, more vice grips, multimeter, another multimeter, and then various sort of stake-ons and all that kind of stuff for any electrical work that we may be doing on the truck. That's just various screws. And that's pens and pencils. So various tape in the corner there, as well as a grinder and wire wheel with a light. Nothing too crazy there. So that's basically my setup. And when I'm not filming content or being a dad, etc., I work full-time as a maintenance electrician. I have my red seal, my master electrician. Every place is different what they want to call it, but certified electrical ticket. And I am a maintenance electrician at Bungie, which is actually just down the road over here, which is very nice. I don't know if I can walk to the end of the driveway and show you guys, but that's what I do. That's my full-time job. I wish it was content creating. It doesn't quite pay the bills, doesn't even come close to paying the bills. And hopefully one day, you know, if we keep building this channel, that could be a dream one day, just to pump out good quality content for you guys. And you know, that would be the life. There's no doubt about that. No, unfortunately, you cannot see it. The trees are too tall, but it's about half a mile that way. And that is where I work. So nice and close to home, which makes life a lot easier. So I can always have a vehicle under repair or both vehicles out of commission, and then I can just bike to work if I have to, or take the wife's vehicle if she's not busy. So huge perk to being that close to work. Then I don't really have to worry about, I can strip both vehicles down if I ever had to, and you know, makes life a little inconvenient, but nothing too difficult. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I thought you kind of deserved a little bit of insight on my life. I know when I watch YouTube channels, I really like to know sort of a little bit about them, right? If you're gonna spend that much time watching a guy, it's nice to know a little bit about their background, you know, what they do for a living, if it is content creating, you know, where they live and all that good stuff. Because you want that kind of connection when you spend that much time watching someone. And I know I'm more of a fringe creator, you know, people kind of more just come and go. No one's here for, you know, the long run just yet, but I'm hoping to get to that point. And this is a video that people can always come back to and look at. And with 5,000 subs, I thought it'd be appropriate to sort of make that video now. There's a bunch of you guys that might appreciate it and maybe curious to know, you know, what's kind of up in my day-to-day life. So a lot of content coming soon, you guys. I will be doing a review on the seat covers. I know there's a lot of people, that video's gotten a lot of views. There's a lot of people asking how they're holding up. So I will be doing a review very shortly on them. The supplier asked me not to do it right now because they're getting hammered with sales and apparently they're always out of stock. But a year is coming up since I've installed them, so a review video is coming. And like I said, we'll be doing the Raptor series very shortly, or resuming the Raptor series very shortly here. I am keeping my eye out for a truck within the budget of $1,500. But you know, with today's market and inflation and everything that's going on, it's a little harder than you think it is. So coming soon for sure. Just got to find that good deal. Maybe start looking at auctions instead of private sales. Maybe we'll grab something from there. So thank you guys so much for being here. A little insight to kind of what goes on in my life, and just a sort of a little preview of the setup and the whole setup and sort of what goes on behind the scenes, you know, of the channel. So appreciate you guys for being here. Thanks for watching as usual, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.